This episode is brought to you by The Author's Mark, Juxtabook's 12-month professional publishing experience for nonfiction authors beginning in January 2026. It's a high-touch, guided journey that includes personalized one-on-one coaching, group sessions with industry experts, and a live in-person workshop, all designed to take your book from idea to published platform in 12 months or less. Only 12 authors will be accepted in this first cohort. Learn more and book your discovery call today at juxtabook.com/authorsmark. Have you noticed something different or strange about Amazon lately? Maybe your book's ranking has gone up and down lately or has started to trend downward. Or maybe you're seeing authors that seem to have smaller platforms start to outrank bigger names in your industry or your focus. Or maybe you see other authors with smaller platforms are outranking bigger names. Or your Amazon ads aren't giving you the lift that they used to. Well, there's a reason for that, and frankly, it's not random. Amazon has now changed its algorithm, and it's starting to prioritize that something that most authors might not be thinking about at this moment, and that is outside traffic. And in this episode of Your Path to Book Publishing, we're going to dive into this topic, and I'm going to tell you about the most valuable type of external traffic that Amazon is rewarding the most. And it may not be the source that you think. This is Your Path to Publish. I'm your host, Zach Christensen. For the past decade, our team has guided authors just like you to find the best path to publish your book, get people excited to buy it even before it launches, and to turn it into the ultimate business card to build your business and your legacy. If you are ready to get your book out of your head and into people's hands, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. So here's a short version of what's going on. For years, Amazon was a closed loop system. They wanted buyers to stay on Amazon, shop on Amazon, discover new products on Amazon, and not really leave. And that includes getting books and other products related to that. But Amazon has been making a shift over the years. And in the past few months, Amazon has been rolling out Amazon's A9 and A10 algorithm. And this algorithm is rewarding anyone who sells something on Amazon, but authors who bring in external traffic. So people who are coming from social media, email, podcasts, websites, YouTube, PR articles or blogs, influencers, and paid ads that are outside of Amazon. Now, why could this be? Well, Amazon is starting to see these visitors as high intent buyers, meaning that they're just not casual browsers who are getting on to see what might be on sale. These are people who come for a specific purpose, and in your case, to buy your book, hopefully. And guess what? As with any business, Amazon wants more of that high intent traffic. So the algorithm boosts books that attract off-platform traffic because Amazon wants new buyers entering its ecosystem, not just the same people clicking around in their store. So there's probably many reasons for this, but some that I can imagine is that Amazon wants to reduce its reliance on paid ads. Amazon ads have exploded and a lot of people use them and they're paying for those, not Amazon, but I'm sure Amazon is using some means of advertising to promote their own products, or they're going to Amazon because of all of the different competition that's come up out of the past decade. Amazon wants, and just to reiterate, someone who's an external shopper and going somewhere specifically for a specific product or a specific book, they're going to convert at a much higher rate. So if you're advertising on LinkedIn, you put it in a post, a newsletter, or you do a video on Instagram about your book or your products, someone who clicks on that most likely is going to want to purchase what you're offering, or is getting more high interest buyers to check out that website. And Amazon wants to capture that. And then the other thought on this is that social discoverability is exploding and continues to explode. So it's that one step away from direct word of mouth marketing where people are trusting people on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram, or whatever your expertise is in, if you're an influencer, for example, or if you're using those platforms to help people discover new books. And so Amazon is really embracing the trends and starting to reward it so that the algorithm is not just relying on their closed loop system, but it's relying on what's driving outside traffic. And so the more traffic that you can figure out as an author to start driving to your book listings, the more reward you're going to get with additional organic sales as Amazon helps boost it. So for you as an author, there's a few things that you have to think about with this change. One is you can no longer depend on Amazon to find your readers. So if your entire marketing plan, and this has been dying for years now, is to just publish on Amazon and hope that someone discovers your book, well, you need to accept that that strategy is officially dead. Second, your platform matters more than your Amazon page. So whatever you're building out, you need to concentrate more on that and build it even further. So it's whether it's LinkedIn, your email list, your podcast appearances, your website, you need to contribute to driving to Amazon. Now you might be thinking, I don't care because I'm selling directly on my website. You know what? That's going to boost sales as well. So unless you're not listed on Amazon, direct sales from your website will help boost your ranking on Amazon from what I've looked at and read, which is kind of crazy because they're not making the money. But if they're seeing that there's a book that's in demand, they're going to probably raise it in the rankings further, and they might even discount the price to try and compete with you or someone else out there who's selling your book for a cheaper price. And if it comes out of their pocket, it doesn't mean you're affected based on the price they choose. So what I'm getting at with this too is that stop treating Amazon like a discovery platform. It's becoming a conversion platform. And so your job is to send traffic to there and then use what Amazon is currently allowing you to influence, such as the book title, the subtitle, the description of your book cover, and the Amazon A+ content, and getting reviews, and treat all of that like a landing page, like you would on a website. All of those reasons and those touch points are what going to get people to choose to decide to purchase a book. So no matter if you're self-publishing, hybrid publishing, or traditional publishing, this is going to impact everyone if you're relying on Amazon as one of your means to sell your book and get it out there. You need to build out your platform further. So whether that's building out your LinkedIn newsletter, building out where you're appearing on podcasts, building out your own email list so that you can have the information and know what information your audience wants and what content they want to consume, whether it's your videos on social, whatever that is, you want to continue to figure out what is it that I'm going to do to drive traffic to my listing. Now, this doesn't make it irrelevant to have Amazon ads still going. It only is going to enhance it. So Amazon ads on their own aren't going to necessarily work well, but they will work well if you're having outside external traffic that's going to it. So you're starting to need a more holistic marketing strategy. And that still means that the basic and the foundation things such as choosing good keywords, choosing good categories, and all that back-end metadata are still relevant to your book, because every little touch point that can be referenced by your customers or Amazon is only going to help drive your book discovery even more. So if you're feeling a little deflated and you're just wondering what's going on, that's okay. Like, this happens when change happens. So if you've been depending on Amazon to do all the heavy lifting, you're not alone. And so if you want help building this kind of external traffic on Amazon that is going to reward you, you can book a discovery call with me at juxtabook.com, and I'll help you in your journey. And now to the question that I teased at the beginning. Which type of external traffic does Amazon tend to reward the most? Well, here's the way you could put in the accurate way of saying it. Based on everything we're seeing is that Amazon seems to reward high intent external traffic the most. And for most nonfiction authors, and for those in business and self-help books, that's going to come from your professional networks, your email list, and whatever you're building outside of that. So whether you're a speaker, consultant, coach, or have outside programs, whatever that is, That's what's going to drive the traffic. So there's not one thing. Amazon's not going to favor LinkedIn or TikTok or Instagram. It's going to favor wherever the traffic is coming from for your specific listing. To reiterate, the higher the conversion rate, the stronger the signal Amazon's going to send through its ranking system, which means that authors who build a strong audience and send consistent high-quality traffic to Amazon will most likely see the biggest lift inside the platform. So this way you stay aligned with what's going on in the market. And you're going to protect yourself from relying solely on the internal system of Amazon, and you're going to build up your platform and your list. And you know what? All of this could change next month or next year. But for now, you want to adapt and see what you can learn and embrace from it to make your author journey even better. And next week, I'm going to reframe how you think about being an author, one of which is taking a page out of Taylor Swift's empire and learning and applying it for you as the author. So that's coming next week, so stay tuned. Thanks for listening today. Keep writing, keep publishing, keep building your brand and marketing your book so you can have the impact that you desire to have.